Dark storm clouds churned over the jagged peaks of the Golden Mountain, lightning carving eerie shadows across the cursed land below. Beneath its towering presence, a desperate young man, Hans, clutched a rusted key. His last hope, his last mistake. He had promised his soul for riches beyond imagining, but now the mountain had come to collect. "Foolish boy," hissed a voice from the shadows. "Did you really think treasure comes without a price?" Hans' heart pounded. He had defied fate itself, and now the Golden Mountain was ready to take everything. Hans was born into nothing. The son of a poor fisherman, he spent his days watching his father battle the relentless sea, only to return home with empty nets. Hunger was a permanent guest at their table, and their village, ravaged by war and greed, was no place for a dreamer. One evening, Hans overheard whispers in the market. An old beggar spoke of a mountain made of gold, hidden beyond the black forest, but it was guarded by a terrible curse. "Many have tried to claim its treasure," the beggar rasped, "but none return unchanged." Hans scoffed. He wasn't afraid of fairy tales. He saw only one thing: a chance to escape his wretched life. That night, under the cover of darkness, he set off toward the Golden Mountain. After days of hardship, Hans found himself at the foot of the towering mountain. And there, waiting for him, was a man dressed in black velvet, his face hidden beneath a wide-brimmed hat. "You seek riches?" the stranger asked, his voice smooth as silk. Hans hesitated but nodded. "Then listen well," the man continued. "The mountain will give you all the gold you desire, but only if you leave behind the one thing you love most." Hans barely flinched. He had nothing to lose. His father was old, his home a prison, and love was a luxury for the rich. "I accept," he said. The ground trembled. The mountain split open, revealing a cavern of blinding gold. Hans fell to his knees, scooping handfuls of the glittering fortune. His misery was over, or so he thought. Hans returned to his village as a man reborn. Dressed in the finest silks, pockets overflowing with gold, he was no longer the poor fisherman's son. He built a grand estate, threw lavish feasts, and quickly climbed the ranks of the city's elite. But he soon discovered that the one thing he loved most was something he had never appreciated until it was gone: his father. The morning after his return, Hans learned that his father had been found lifeless on the shore, his heart giving out as he cast his nets one final time. Hans' wealth became a cruel joke. The riches he had traded his father for brought him no comfort, only whispers of betrayal. His father died the same night he returned rich, the villagers murmured. He must have bargained with the devil. Consumed by guilt, Hans sought out the beggar who had first told him of the Golden Mountain. "Tell me how to undo this," he pleaded. The beggar sighed. "You must return the gold and face the guardian." Hans wasted no time. He rode to the mountain, throwing the cursed gold back into the cavern. But the mountain did not close. Instead, a chilling voice echoed from within. "You cannot undo a bargain so easily, boy." The stranger in black emerged once more, his eyes gleaming like obsidian. "But I will offer you a new wager," he said. "Double the fortune you once took, if you bring me another soul." Hans recoiled. The price of greed was too steep. He had already lost what mattered most. He would not damn another. "Then you will have nothing," the figure sneered. With a snap of his fingers, Hans' wealth vanished into dust. His silks rotted to rags. His mansion crumbled. Hans was left alone, as he had been before, poorer than ever, but wiser. Hans wandered the land, warning others of the curse, living humbly, helping those in need. He had learned the truth too late, but he hoped his story would save others from the same fate. For in the end, the greatest treasure is not gold, but the love we take for granted. This tale is inspired by the Brothers Grimm's story, The Golden Mountain, but I've woven in a darker, more scandalous twist to fit a modern audience. The original version tells of a young man who gains and loses everything due to magical bargains, ultimately finding redemption through humility and perseverance. In today's world, this story mirrors the dangers of greed, ambition, and the cost of sacrificing relationships for success. It's a reminder that wealth, fame, and status can be fleeting, but the love and loyalty of family and friends are priceless. The Brothers Grimm collected tales like this to warn people against reckless desires, and the lesson still rings true. What would you trade for fortune? And what price is too high? Now, tell me, Would you dare to climb the Golden Mountain? And so, dear viewers, the tale of the Golden Mountain comes to an end. But its lesson lingers. What we chase in life may not always be worth the price we pay. If you enjoyed this story and its message, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Animated Horizons for more captivating tales from around the world. Your support helps keep these stories alive, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What would you have done in Han's place? Have you ever seen greed lead to downfall in real life? Share your insights below. I read every comment. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may your journey be rich in wisdom, not just gold. See you in the next story.